Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Nazarian here, and today you are going to write the ending to your fractured fairy tale. You've been putting in a lot of work, and I want you to keep the momentum going because I want these endings to be fantastic. Okay? So, what makes a good fairy tale ending? Well, there's two important things that you need to include in your ending. The problem that was in the story, whatever the problem is, it needs to be solved so that the characters can live happily ever after. If that's the way your story is going, if it's going to be a happy ending, right? Let's look at how the traditional tales ended. So with this one, with the three little pigs, this one ended. I'm going to read it to you, okay? But the clever little pig put a pot of water on the hearth and made a blazing fire. Just as the wolf was coming down the chimney, the pig took off the cover and in fell the wolf. In a second, the little pig had popped the lid on again. The little pig had wolf stew for supper, and after that he lived happily all his days and was never troubled by a wolf again. So as you can see here, the third piggy solved the problem by being clever and outwitting the wolf. The wolf came down the chimney, which was a really big problem because the piggy was afraid that he was going to get him, right? But he had this big pot of water waiting for him. So as you can see, this ending solves the problem. And then the piggy does live happily ever after. He eats wolf stew for the supper. And then it says all his day. He lived happily all his days and was never troubled by the wolf again. All right, so the three billy goats, Gruff. Let's check out the ending in this one. Let's see if there's a problem solved and they live happily ever after. Let's check it out. I marked the ending here. So remember in this one, it's the troll is going to get the goats, and this is the third goat. The third Gruff. So they're on the bridge. So up climbed the mean, ugly troll, and the big billy goat Gruff butted him with his horns, and he trampled him with his hard hooves. And he tossed him over the bridge into the rushing river. Then the big billy goat Gruff went up the hillside to join his brothers. In the meadow, the three billy goats Gruff got so fat that they could hardly walk home again. They are probably there yet. So snip, snap, snout, this tale's told out. So let's see. Was the problem solved? Yes, the big billy goat Gruff tossed the troll into the water. And then he joined his brothers in the beautiful meadow with the yummy grass. Yeah, and then they got to look at their faces. Yeah, they're pretty happy. This one ended, it didn't say, and they lived happily ever after, did it? It had a little funny rhyme at the end. So snip, snap, snout, this tale's told out. That's a clever, different ending. You could try that if you wanted. But make sure today when you're ending these stories that you solve the problem and you communicate to the reader in some way that the characters live happily ever after. Okay, I'm really anxious to read these. I'm so excited. Our next lesson will be on editing, going back and fine tuning your writing. Okay, bye.